In a beautiful kingdom surrounded by golden hills and blooming flowers, there lived a kind and curious princess named Muskan. Princess Muskan had everything a royal girl could dream of: shiny dresses, a grand palace, and a future as a queen. But deep inside her heart, she wanted something very different. She wanted to bake every morning. While the palace was still quiet, Muskan would quietly walk to the royal kitchen. She loved watching the chefs mix flour, sugar, butter, and cream. To her, baking felt like magic. The way simple ingredients turned into something sweet and beautiful made her heart happy. But there was one problem. A princess was not allowed to become a baker. Her parents, the king and queen, wanted her to learn royal duties, not kitchen work. Muskan, the queen, would say gently, "You are meant to rule a kingdom, not bake cakes." Muskan would nod, but inside, her dream stayed alive. One day, when the kitchen was empty, Muskan gathered the courage to try baking on her own. She took some flour, a little sugar, fresh cream, and butter. Her hands were shaking, but her eyes were full of excitement. "This is my chance," she whispered. She mixed everything carefully and placed it into the oven. Then she waited. Her heart beat faster and faster. When the cake was ready, she slowly took it out. But it wasn't perfect. The edges were slightly burnt, and the shape was uneven. Muskan looked at it sadly. "I failed," she said softly. But suddenly, something wonderful happened. The smell of the cake filled the entire palace. It was warm, sweet, and magical. The king followed the smell into the kitchen. "What is this?" he asked. Muskan looked nervous. "I made it," she said quietly. The king tasted the cake. He paused, then smiled. "It may not look perfect," he said, "but it has something very special. It has heart." Muskan's eyes lit up. For the first time, someone understood her. From that day on, Muskan dreamed even more about baking. But the palace rules became stricter. She was told to focus on becoming a queen. Muskan felt sad and confused. She didn't want to give up her dream. One night, she made a brave decision. She packed a small bag and quietly left the palace. "I want to follow my heart," she whispered. Muskan traveled far until she reached a small village near a forest. There, she met a kind old woman who gave her shelter. Muskan helped her with daily chores and slowly began baking again. She used simple ingredients and a small oven, but her love made everything special. Soon, the smell of her baking spread across the village. People came to taste her cakes and cookies, and they loved them. "This is the best we've ever had," they said. Muskan opened a small shop and named it Fairy Bakery. Her dream was finally coming true. She was happy, truly happy. One day, a young traveler came to her bakery. His name was Junaid. He was kind, polite, and curious. He asked Muskan if he could learn baking. Muskan smiled and agreed. They started baking together. They laughed, talked, and became good friends. Slowly, something special began to grow between them. But Junaid had a secret. He was actually a prince. And one day, he told Muskan the truth at first. She was surprised. She felt hurt that he didn't tell her earlier. But Junaid said, "I didn't come as a prince. I came as someone who admires your heart." Muskan looked into his eyes and realized he was honest. Soon, the royal family found Muskan. They were overjoyed to see her safe. The king and queen apologized. "We didn't understand your dream," they said. Muskan returned to the palace, but this time, things were different. A beautiful bakery was built inside the palace just for her, and Muskan became both a princess and a baker. The kingdom learned an important lesson that day dreams are important, and true happiness comes when you follow your heart. In Princess Muskan, the girl who dared to dream differently lived happily ever after.